Willie D Live.
What's up, family? LeBron James's wife, Savannah, has a new podcast in which she co-hosts with her good friend, April McDaniels. In a recent episode of the Everybody's Crazy podcast, Savannah revealed that she has another soulmate other than her husband, LeBron James. How could one have another soulmate? How can you have two soulmates? In any event, Savannah revealed that that second soulmate is her best friend, none other than April. When did y'all change that, fam? When did y'all change the rules of soulmates? Because I thought that, a soulmate, like one person, that's my soulmate. It's my mate, that's my soul mate. I guess I was wrong all of this time because the dictionary defines a soulmate as one who is a close friend or romantic partner. I just never thought of a soulmate as a friend, especially my male friend. I'm never gonna say that. I'll never ever say that my best friend is my soulmate. But moving on. Let's get past the semantics. That ain't what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to warn every single one of you about doing these podcasts and reality shows with your mates. Savannah wants to be seen. She don't understand that she's already being seen. People admire her. They admire her because she's different. She's not on social media acting a damn fool. She's not on social media saying things to embarrass her mate. She's not on social media busting it open, crying, oversharing. She's not doing any of that stuff. And because of that, she's admired. She's admired because she's different. We like that. I don't think Savannah realizes how much she's admired. I don't think she realizes how much she's seen. She don't have to be vocal to be admired. In fact, I would dare say that podcast is going to take away some of her mystique. It's going to take away a lot of her admirers because invariably she is going to say some things that people are not going to like, that people are going to vehemently disagree with. She's going to say some things that is going to make her not seem so sharp, which we've all done from time to time. But if you're from that world, if you're from that entertainment or media world, typically, if you've been doing it a long time, you got tough skin. You can deal with it. Can she handle that? Is she really ready for that type of scrutiny? And if she is, fine. But what type of strain is that going to put on your relationship? She's going to find herself in the news a lot now because she got that podcast. She's going to find herself in the news a lot more. And it's going to be for reasons that she's not going to appreciate. They are about to pick her apart. Savannah has served herself, her family, and her union with LeBron James extremely well. In fact, I would go as far as saying she's played it perfectly. She's kept her name out of the smut. She's not been caught up in any type of slanderous stuff. She has pretty much been like a model mother and wife. And now with this podcast, people are going to start hearing her views on a daily basis. And when you talk a lot, you're going to make a mistake here and there. You're going to say some things that are unpopular, right? And then people are going to start picking you apart. And that is what I see happening with her doing this podcast. She's going to open herself up to some unnecessary criticism. And I do believe that it's going to do more harm than good. It's not necessary for everybody in the family to be a celebrity, even though once one person becomes a celebrity, especially the level of celebrity that LeBron James has, everybody else becomes a celebrity by default. So that's unavoidable. But what is avoidable is laying low, staying off of that damn social media, unless you just have to be on there. She don't have to be on there. Now, it's a difference if you came out swinging, if you came out as a media personality. You met your guy and you was a media personality. You already had a podcast, you got a reality show and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But to do that after you marry a guy who becomes a great big star and all of this stuff, and now you say you're doing this so that you can be seen. Hey fam, if it makes her sleep good, that's great. But I don't think that it's going to be all that great for her. I think she's going to come to regret doing that podcast. The reason I say that is because if you look back on all of the shows where we've seen couples, couple therapy, married to the mob, whatever type of show, reality show that they can come up with, where couples let the world into their life, their personal space. If you look at people who start podcasts, who typically were not media people, but they started a podcast because they had some popularity, because they were married or they were in a relationship with a popular person. Typically, it puts a major strain on the relationship. If we look back, who's still together? I mean, seriously, who we got? Reverend Ron. That's it. Reverend Ron and I think Monique and Sydney. That's about it. That's all I can think of. Those are the only couples that I can think of who are still together after they've let the world into their personal space like that. I don't think it's a good idea. But if it makes her sleep good, that's fine. This video really isn't for her. She may not ever see it. But I know who will see it. Some of you who are going to come into celebrity. You got to be very careful about sharing your personal space and your personal thoughts, because people will exploit them. They will drag you. They will try to destroy you. And if you ain't built for this, oh man, you'll be like Travis Hunter's girlfriend, drinking yourself to sleep, crying, drunk. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.